receiver and the upper receiver, and so it's just kind of hard to reach in a firefight. The mag well holds the mag fairly well. I mean, there's not much play on this thing, which is nice. Also, it has a another sling catch, sling mount, whatever you want to call it, here. That's in case you want to change your full stock to a retractable or foldable stock. That way you have another sling catch mount, whatever, there. So onto the, right here is the hop up, actually. It's a little kind of lever that you move. Towards the buttstock of the gun is for more hop up. Towards the buttstock is for more hop up. Towards the barrel is for less. As with a lot of MP5s, the hop up has a sweet spot. You feel it, you push, and then all of a sudden it kind of locks into a position. That tends to be the best place. It's very, very consistent. Once you get it there, it doesn't move at all, which is nice. So further on, you have you've got three rails, all metal, and the hand grip, foregrip, I suppose, is the same type of plastic as the stock and the lower receiver. Very tough plastic. As I said before, this is where if you didn't have the full stock, you would have to house the battery. As you can see, it's relatively limited to a nunchuck or stick type battery, and as opposed to a large type battery, which is it's really nice that this gun doesn't come with a retractable. In my opinion, I'm not a fan of the retractable stock. So
Aftermath they have another version.
Oh yeah, Aftermath also has an MP5, the Lyacon. That's a piece of shit. Stay away from that gun. This is, for the amount of money you're going to spend, this is way better. And then also there's the Kraken, which is about as good as this gun as well. A little cheaper, but it's an AK-47. So yeah. On to the charging handle, cocking tube if you rather, metal, pretty sturdy. Then there's the front iron sights, metal as well. Once again, good, very they function extremely well. You have also a third sling mount, metal. This one, as opposed to the other two, is it's thick metal. I mean, that thing is not breaking. There's no way in hell it's breaking. So, which is really good. I mean, you don't want the gun, the sling mount breaking in the middle of a fight. So that's really nice. You may notice here we have some Teflon tape wrapped around the threads. That's just so that our silencer goes on it. But otherwise, when you get the gun, there's there's orange plastic around it. Once again, we don't recommend it, but you can remove it using a set of pliers and a little bit of elbow grease. This flash hider fits over it, so if ever you're worried about people seeing the gun without the orange tip, you've also got this enormous, hideous thing to put on. So as for the gun, I'd give it. It's a sturdy gun, excluding the clear plastic. I mean, it creaks a little. You're probably going to want to be a little careful with that, but otherwise, sturdy all the same. So for performance, this thing shoots 400 FPS, and it has a pretty high rate of fire, 16 rounds a second if I'm not mistaken, which is both good and bad, because something with that high a rate of fire and high FPS might damage your gearbox prematurely. This runs a V2 gearbox, so you're going to want to be a little careful with it. I suggest either a sorvel pad or something of the sorts in there to dampen the shock. Upgrades that are recommended for this gun are a metal mid-cap is great, magazine. Looks a lot better than the other thing, and also it feeds better, and you're going to want to use very good BBs with this gun. I'm talking not the Walmart pieces of shit. BB Bastards in Canada's case work great. Otherwise, it kind of misfires or misfeeds, and it's really not great. You're also going to want to replace the hop-up sleeve, which is a piece of rubber that is pushed down into the barrel to engage the BB. You're going to want to replace that. Other upgrades are basically up to you. It's an unupgraded gearbox, and it's a V2, so there's tons of parts out there for you to use. Once again, if you don't have any experience in a gearbox, I suggest this website, mechbox.com. It'll be written probably close to this video somewhere. That's an extremely useful site. I used that to dismantle this the first time I opened it up. Very good site. It has one for JG MP5, which is basically the same thing. And this is a rebrand of Tokyo Marui, and JG is just a rebrand of Tokyo Marui as well. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. To wrap it all up, this is a great gun for the money. I really think it's a good gun. If you're not looking to spend an enormous amount of money on a gun, it would probably be a good option. Bye.